Welcome to the What's Our Verdict podcast. We fashion ourselves cinematic judge and jury. My name is JJ Crowder. I'm here with my co-host, Alec Burgess.
Let's get it.
We appreciate you tuning in. Go ahead and hit that follow, subscribe, like, bell notification buttons. Help us grow the podcast. Keep up with episodes. Tell a friend about us. Tell a family member about us. Tell us some crazy martial artists about us. We're okay with that. Entertaining just to watch that shit. Nothing else. But yeah. Listen, we're in week 4, the final and glorious week of November for movies that are funny that were not intended to be funny. And I don't know, I think I got a banger here on this one, but yeah, so we're doing Bloodsport. It was released April 29th, 1988. It was written by Sheldon Lettich and Christopher Cosby. It was directed by Newt Arnold. It stars Jean Claude Van Damme, Donald Gibb, Leah Ayres, Norman Burton, Forrest Whitaker, Ray Chow, Randy Gill, Philip Chan, Bolo Yeung, and Shunyin Lung. It is about... Okay, so Bloodsport follows Frank Dukes, an American martial artist serving in the military who decides to leave the army to compete in a martial arts tournament in Hong Kong where fights to the death can occur. Not bad.
Covers all the basic points.
It's pretty much, you read that and you've seen Bloodsport.
Yes. I would say so.
Listen, if you don't know why I picked this movie for this topic, then you've never seen this movie because goddamn, when I was a kid and watched this movie, we laughed our asses off. And back then you didn't understand how bad it was because it was like fighting. We're like, these guys are kicking each other's ass. The older I get, the more funny this movie gets. And it is not intended to be funny. In fact, it's very, 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 very loosely based on a real fucking person and, you know, a new like martial arts creativity. But God bless America, this movie is fucking horrid. And it is hilarious in ways that it should not be fucking funny. And man, I just can't tell you how much I laugh, like even to this day, at this movie. Like my favorite part, and this will be the end of my kickoff, and then I can't wait to hear what you have to say. But every time somebody says Bloodsport or says blood or sport in the same, like all I think about is this movie. And when Chong Lee is like that last fight where he's getting fucking beat up a little bit and he gets pissed and he's like banging his head around and then he goes and he runs at him with his teeth. Oh my God, dude. And like Jean Claude Van Damme jumps over him and does the splits. Fucking belly laughs, dude. Like can't breathe. His face makes me laugh so hard. It's so bad. And even when I was a little kid, we laughed. And all the boob flexing he does. Oh God. Anyway, I'll let you talk about Bloodsport, my friend.
Well, so when this episode drops, JJ, it's actually the week of Thanksgiving.
Oh,
and
shit.
I'm thankful now that I've seen Bloodsport in its entirety because I'd never seen it all the way through.
Really?
Seen bits and pieces, snatches of it, but it was one of those that I never had any real desire to kind of like finish through it.
Sure.
And like you said, it's not that good of a movie outside of a couple laughs. And so if you turn on at the wrong time and you're just like turn back off immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I was watching it through, I was cackling because I think, right, I didn't do any research, but this has got to be tied to Mortal Kombat somehow, right?
I'm sure.
Like based on or inspired by or one thing or another. Because it started and I was like, oh, dude, this is Mortal Kombat. Like, where's Johnny Cage? First off. And then something that's made its way into my TikTok or Facebook algorithm is the Bullshido videos.
Oh, yeah.
Where they do like the absolute just no way in hell does this actually work, but people are advertising their martial arts expertise.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he's first training or going through his training montage and it's just, his sensei or whatever, it's just pushing him down and rolling him over and all these things. I'm like, Bullshido.
love
because it just keeps on going
Oh,
and
dude.
going, and it just gets more and more ridiculous. Like his when he's like strapped in between the two trees.
Oh
And
my
it's just
God.
like doing the splits.
Fucking drawing and quartering the man.
I'm dying because it's like I'm sitting there going, I wonder how this is gonna end.
Yeah.
Snapping the tree is not what I expected, I'll be honest, but it is Jean Claude Van Damme.
Dude.
I will say though, like Jean Claude Van Damme's so tricky
Yeah.
because he's impossible to watch, but he's so good at like the stunts and moving his body and things like that. So it's like mad respect for that.
Oh, for sure.
But then he's got soft little high pitched squeaky
Oh,
voice,
dude.
and it's hard to watch, especially when you compare him to like other action stars of the 80s, right? You Schwarzenegger and Stallone and everybody. It's just like
Bruce Willis, like any of them, right?
Any of them, and it's like, dude, because I would say Van Damme is probably athletically peak top.
Oh yeah,
handily, but it's because he was a ballerina, right? And so everything involves like a split kick or something like that, which amazing.
Yeah.
But it's hard to work that into like a Predator movie. or could you imagine him as Rambo and Rambo is just running around the jungle, split kicking? And so it's terrible, and I'm a terrible person for it, but it's because his type of skill and his skill set is so hard to wrap around the 80s action style.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I had to look at it 4 or 5 different times to make sure Forrest Whitaker was actually Forrest Whitaker that I was seeing. I was like,
I know, right?
There's no way. But then you go on this little chase scene through Hong Kong.
Oh my God. Dude.
And Dukes could have lost him in 10 seconds flat.
Well, yeah.
But he just keeps it going because he keeps spinning around cars or jumping.
When he stops and waves at him, I'm like, what are we fucking? All I was like, and they got this music playing, but I'm just waiting for like the. That's all I can. I'm like, this is the wrong music for what's going. It was like a fucking.
Wait for yakety sax to get.
It needed to be anything else because it's just so goofy.
I'm just cracking up especially because like right at the kickoff of this movie, he handily loses the military.
Yeah.
Right? He loses his handler in 10 seconds flat.
Yeah.
And he kind of disappears, goes off, and you can't find him anywhere. Like, could you imagine if just in the background he's like pirouetting and waving at the dude as he's just heading off?
So stupid.
But that's what we got. And it's
like,
and you could turn it, you could still have him use his ballet skills in a chase scene that looks a little bit more believable.
Yeah.
But it's just like bold choice there to have that going. And that's just one of a handful of choices in Bloodsport where I shouldn't have laughed, but I was, because I was like, there is no way somebody A-okayed this.
Dude, like, we need a little Chaplin slapstick in our Bloodsport movie. That's what it felt like. It just is so out of place in this movie. But it happens. It happens.
I'll tell you, okay? Bold choice. Boldest choice I've ever seen in a movie. And I've seen some movies from a lot of decades.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it to have the black guy moving around like he's a gorilla in the jungle as his fighting style?
Dude. Seriously.
Hey, it's terrible.
The one that jumps up in the tree and karate chops the coconut.
Yes,
I'm like, no, you did not.
But even that part, like during the beginning, I was like, okay, cool. Like he's jumping through the trees or whatever. It's a training regimen. But then when you get him in the ring,
dude. It's horrid.
It was terrible. And I was just sitting there going, oh my God, this is great.
Dude. It's so, you can tell it's 1988, dude.
Yeah.
It's so
And
bad.
it was like multiple times where they kept going back to different fights as he was advancing through this.
Dude.
And everyone is just worse. Like they even at one point had him spinning like you'll
I
see a
know.
gorilla do in any movie.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there going, there's no way. Like,
Dude.
no way this movie cleared. But nope.
Hell no. Could not be made today.
And so I was sitting there going, the boldest choice I've ever seen in a movie. And I've
Dude.
seen fucking Blazing Saddles. I've seen Big Flamingos. I have
Yeah.
seen the worst of the worst movies. And in this one was the one where I was going, oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, you know it's bad when you're more shocked than a friggin' sausage tied to a penis. Like that's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, because that's something else. But yeah, dude, it's bad. It's bad.
But it was like that's an egregious sin, right? That I was, but
Sure.
by the time we got to that point, it was just I was sitting there going, "What am I watching?"
Yeah, you can't help but laugh. Like it's just like that's what I'm saying. Like I can't take any of them serious. And then the choreography is so terrible that I'm like, dude, I would beat these guys' asses. Like, what is happening right now? And like, none of it's believable. Like, even down to like the last fight where he's blinded. Like, why is he just screaming? Like, what's that supposed to do? Like, I just don't understand. Like, use your words. Tell someone that you're blind. You know what I mean? Like, don't just scream. Like, what is that going to do for you? Anyway, like it just, but yeah, the choreography and the fights are so bad.
Terrible.
And you can tell like Van Damme's just like he's doing these spinning wheel kicks back to back to it. I'm like, just like duck and punch him in the dick and it's over. Like, it's just so stupid. At least play it at full speed too, because the whole fucking every fight's in slow-mo, and I'm like, oh, Jesus.
And like especially Van Damme stuff, right? Because you know he can do it at full speed, and it's much more impressive rather than everything that they're slowing down. You know they're slowing it down because it's very choreographed and they got to make sure they hit it right. But this dude's just going. He's got the balance. He's got the ability to, pull off these moves at full speed. Like that's what I want to see. Yeah. And it's funny you mentioned the blind stuff because he has that whole sequence where he's like protecting the ref behind him.
Yeah.
Where it could have just been a very simple, like, hey, dude, he cheated. I can't see nothing.
It's just so weird.
Like he just threw my eye.
It's so bad. It's so bad. And Chong Lee's like the worst. Like he's just there flexing his freaking pecs every time. And then his fists up and down as they're chanting his name. I'm like, oh my God, this is so terrible. Like they're physical specimens, right? Like these guys are massive human beings, built, obviously very athletic. It's no diss to their ability, right? And I'm sure most of those guys, probably even the black guy that they completely fucking screwed in this movie, is probably a very adept martial artist. But you can't, this doesn't show you that. Like, it makes them a joke 100%. Like, and here's the worst part is the fact that the kumite, like, and I don't know if it's called the kumite in real life, but like this thing actually exists, right? Like, at least back then, and it was a thing. And like, you're making this, and I'm sure that they really find honor and like an actual sense of achievement by participating. I mean, we have UFC and the fighting shit now. And listen, I know how UFC started back in like the pride fights, and that was started to show off the ability of Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Like the Gracies were like, I can beat anybody's ass from my back. And he proved it, right? Like, so it's not like these guys don't take this shit seriously, but like, I would be massively offended if I was part of this in real life. And this is the movie that we have to represent what it is that I trained my whole life for. And I put my life at risk and my body in harm's way to do, to show off my ability. And this is the movie that I get to represent that. Oh, I'd be fucking livid because this is the worst.
Oh, it's terrible. I will say though, if I could make my titties dance, I'd do it all the time too.
Touche.
There's a lot of swinging back and forth because they're hanging so low. But
yeah,
I mean, it's just yes to everything you kind of said, and it just piles on though. Like it starts bad when you get the line that cracks me up is the little kid calls him brown eye. Like just brown eyes.
Oh my God.
It's cracking me up. And it ruins it a little bit later where you find out that his son passed away.
Yeah.
And that moment, I'm still, because it's too close together to the to the round eye comment. I'm still laughing at that. And I miss over what's supposed to be like this really emotional kind of, making sure that he stays tied to this family and gives you that connection. I gloss over that because I'm like, that was funny. And then we go into the training montage, and I tell you, by the time he had the blindfold out, I was like, I wonder how this is gonna help him in the
shit.
This is very much like like the Karate Kid, right? The Karate Kid kind of thing, or tells you what's gonna happen at the end of the movie and the beginning of the movie, and part of their training is key, right? So when that got pulled out, I was like, and then sure enough, in the fight with Chong Lee, I was like, oh geez, he's blind. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
If only he
trained for this moment.
for this kind of thing.
Yeah. So bad. Well, and I love that it starts with a training montage, and then there's this is like the epitome of montages. I think there's like 6 of them in this fucking movie. I'm like, good. And it starts with one. The first thing we see is montage of all these guys training, and I'm just like, wow. This is some bad writing when you have to rely that much on montages. Like, montages are great. You guys, you know me. I love a good montage.
I need one to tell me why someone gets somewhere, but this is too much.
Yeah. 6 of them or 7, whatever it is, the number. I'm like, good God, it's just you might as well just made a YouTube video of nothing but montages, and we would have got probably would have been a better movie.
Undoubtedly.
If I don't need dialogue, I just watch montages of fighting. Game on. In fact, this is the perfect movie. Oh shit! Now we're gonna have to do this for like some sort of Patreon thing, but like, this is that perfect movie. Like, you and I should watch it with it muted, and we're the voices.
Oh, that would be good.
Oh, dude, could you imagine? No, I can't. I wanted to do something right there, but I'm like, nope, can't do that on YouTube. That would not be okay.
We could have a lot of fun with that.
Oh, we could have a ton of fun with that. We could also get seriously canceled for that, but
easily.
Yeah, this movie, like, I watched this movie. The first time I watched this movie, I think I was like 8 or 9 years old, and it had been out for a little bit, but like, everybody kept talking about Bloodsport, and it's real, and Frank Dukes was a real person, and I'm like, dude, if I'm Frank Dukes, I'm pissed. Like, because this cannot be a good representation of what this man did and went through, and like, Jesus, because it's bad, like, so bad that I don't even know what else to talk about with this movie. This might be the shortest episode we've ever had.
Oh, I do have one other thing.
Yeah, let's hear it. I'm excited.
Me up. So we get to Hong Kong, and he meets his biker friend, or heavy boxer guy.
Oh yeah.
Best character in the whole thing.
Absolutely, by far,
hands down.
Yeah.
And I was cracking up at because they have the invitation, right? But then he still has to like go through this testing, prove himself with the bricks. And I was cracking up at this supposed test where it's like, he's not just gonna break a brick, but he can break a specific brick in the wall of bricks.
Yeah.
And leave the other ones completely untouched. I was just sitting there like, if I was in this contest, right, and I see that, I'll just go ahead and let myself out.
Yeah,
because
no shit.
If you're telling me this man can go ahead and pick out a brick in any single wall and just break it, not break anything else, just that brick. Yeah, maybe I'm not the guy to try and.
Yeah.
outshadow him or beat him in the kumite. You know, maybe I should just try something else, like take up a new sport like cricket, for instance, because I'm not the guy who's gonna go ahead and just stick around.
Yeah.
But props to his buddy who's like, dude, like he's all about it. I mean, first of all, best friend ever.
Sure.
Because you just barely met the dude, and then all of a sudden you just pretty much guaranteed that you're never gonna win this, or you just saw that there's no way, no shot, you don't have a chance, and you're stoked for him rather than being like, well, this is a wasted trip.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, that guy's winning at life. Like, I break this brick. Oh,
yeah, fuck. Exactly.
What if he decides he wants to break my balls?
Yeah. And
punch me in the rib.
Yeah, and
my dick falls off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, I'm out. I'm good. That's weird.
Yeah, you can't get a foul for that because he hit you in a perfectly legal spot.
It wasn't an eye poke. He didn't kick me in the dick. It just fell the fuck off after he punched me in the titty.
Like, how do you even combat that?
You can't.
Everybody's all nonchalant about it. Like, instead of being like, even the door guys who are kind of like the registration committee or whatever, even they were just like, okay, okay, I guess checks out.
Nice move, dude.
Yeah, I'm cool. Not like anybody else was breaking bricks on their way in.
Yeah. Fuck. Speaking of him, though, like, what a fucking doofus. Like, I love him. He is the best part of the movie by far. But he fucking beats the shit out of Chong Lee up front, and then he starts dancing around like a dipshit. I'm like, this dude is like killed people on this stage, and like he's an X-time winner, and like you're just gonna like dance around like you fucking did some shit after you. I mean, yeah, you got some hits in, but you're a boxer. Fucking knock this dude on his ass and get on top of him and start wailing. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Keep him
down.
Yeah, like, don't let this dude fucking put his shit back together. Like, oh my God. And then it gets worse because I'm supposed to feel some shit because he got his ass beat and he got his face stepped on. But all I'm doing is laughing at Chong Lee holding up his fucking bandana. I'm like, this isn't funny, but I'm laughing.
I'm laughing.
Because he's just, Chong Lee. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. He's bouncing his arms and his titties at the same time. Like, I can't. And then he's playing keep away. Yeah. And he plays keep away with the bandana from fucking. And then the little referee like barely touches fucking Dukes and holds him back from going after him. I'm like, oh, this looks so stupid. And I'm supposed to be emotionally damaged right now, but I'm just like,
but I'm laughing.
This is funny. This is goofy shit. Like, put in one of the fucking super babies. They'll beat his ass. Like, it's so bad.
That is true. It's just, it just stacks on itself.
Yeah.
Just when you think there's no way this is going to get any worse, it gets worse.
Yeah. It gets worse. I think the epitome of the bad is the chase scene. And then because it's like supposed to be funny, but I'm like, all I can do in that moment is go, what is happening right now? And then when it's not supposed to be funny, I'm laughing my ass off. And then there's like this shitty love story between him and like when he gets mad at the fucking reporter and he's like, what did you want to be? The greatest reporter? I'm like, that doesn't translate.
No.
Like,
it doesn't work.
Like, okay, maybe if she was like a military correspondent in a wartime, okay, now we can have this argument. But her writing a story about somebody that's going to fight to the death possibly is very different than you going and actually fighting to the death possibly. Stop it. Like, don't oversimplify that. The oversimplification was brutal, and I'm just like, whatever. So anyway, should we rate this turd?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm first. Fuck, this is hard, dude, because like I want to give it a 0, but I also watched She Dies Tomorrow. And I watched
5 years ago, JJ.
I know, but I also watched fucking Moonfall. and I think that was my first actual 0. I'm gonna give it a 0.5. I can't. It it's bad, and it fits the theme to me. Like it is peak. Wasn't meant to be funny, but is hilarious because it's hilarious. But it was not meant to be. Like this is supposed to be a very serious story, but they fucked it all up. Like they just tell it wrong. There, anything you could do wrong, they did it in this movie. Chaplin slapstick chase in the middle of it, like fucking some weird dude tackling government fucking officials, military men, like military police chasing that. Like it's just bad. Like there's nothing good about this movie. It's just other than the martial arts could have been cool.
Yeah.
Because you do have, to your point, Jean Claude Van Damme is a fucking physical specimen that can do like all the shit that he does with the kicks and the stretches and the splits. That's fucking, he does that shit. And they fuck it up by doing it all in slow motion or making it goofy. But man, is it bad. And I haven't watched this in probably 3 decades, but I was so glad I watched it again and was like, this is terrible. And I was so thankful for Charles to give me this topic because I was like, this is the first thing that popped in my head was Bloodsport. I was like, I get to put Bloodsport on the list because it's so bad. And I didn't know whether to put it on funny, not funny, or to put it on how did this get made. But then I remembered the 80s, and that's how this got made because martial arts movies in the 80s was like all the rage. And so I was like, no, this fits in funny, not funny because they tried so hard to make this very serious movie that just is hilarious because it's so bad. So yeah, 0.5 for me. Your turn, buddy.
I'll be right there with you. 0.5.
Yeah.
It's not even one of those you can say it got something right. It got nothing right.
No.
Like absolutely nothing. And the problem is what it really got wrong is what I find the most funny. It's terrible. I'm a terrible person. I already know that.
Sure.
But at the same time, I'm sitting there going, like this would have been perfect for me. And how on earth did this get made?
Yeah.
Because that's the question I asked myself. And granted, first time I'd seen it all the way through, so I'm looking through a lens of a different time, right?
Sure.
And not having the nostalgia tie or the past tie to it. But I'm sitting here going, there's no fucking way this movie like should have ever been made.
Oh man.
And it doesn't have like any real saving grace to it. There's not a lot you can say. I mean, I think the only positive thing we talked about was the big dude.
Yeah.
As he was the best character. That's like the only positive thing in this movie. And it is what's close to an hour and a half, hour 45 long. So you're looking at 90 plus minutes of content, and the only good, and it's the guy who's in there for like 10 minutes. And he's just your big old beer drinking boxer that's you know having a blast type of a thing. And it's just so bad. But I crack up because it's supposed to be a serious movie, right? Think about it. Underground Fight Club. Like that's supposed to be the vibe, and I'm just cackling because Forrest Whitaker falls over into the falls off the boat during a chase scene that takes 15 minutes and it should only take 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So it just cracks me up. And so it definitely fits the bill. But yeah, 0.5 for me. I don't think I'll watch this again. But I will go find some clips because it is funny.
Oh yeah. I think the only way I would watch it is if we did the whole like creating our own dialogue for it.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
That would be funny as fuck. We would have to limit who can watch that, but that shit would be fucking ridiculous because I would not be able to hold back. But yeah, so once everybody's done watching this, where can they go to find us in other ways, Alec?
Oh, let's see. Best place to find us is on YouTube. You can see our faces, which this entire episode has been in one or more kind of laughing faces and such and such. That's the best place to find us and our content. Behind YouTube is What's Our Verdict Reviews on Patreon. So on Patreon, we have quite a slew of stuff. So we have votes That's how we've been doing the podcast contents evolved into letting viewers, listeners, people who just want to swing by and vote on Patreon. And then we put some movies into different topics, let you vote on that again, do a double vote, get it out. And that way you can be more involved in the creation process for the What's Our Verdict podcast. We do have, in addition to that, 600 episodes of extra content on the back end of a small paywall. But there you'll find bloopers, behind the scenes, us talking about stupid shit, and all the way up to full-length episodes of movies that we watched that we could not put on the main channel in 1,000 years. And it is some doozies. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. What was it? Zothan, something like that, dude.
Yeah.
Sean Connery in the 70s. Google it. You'll see it. You will be intrigued.
In a mankini.
It's beautiful. But couldn't put that on the main channel for obvious reasons. But with that, I will kick it back to the Titan of Terror, the Colossus of Clout, a JJ.
Yeah. We got some fun ones coming up. But yeah, thanks, Alec. Appreciate it. And we appreciate you guys all tuning in and listening. And as always, we'll catch you on the next one.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Cinemagical.
Whoa!